Okay, hello everyone, and welcome to today's training. My name is Matt Cotty, and I'm a counselor here at California Youth Services. And today I'm going to be talking about how to reduce stress in your child's life. So, again, this training is geared towards parents, but obviously can be used for anyone who works with young people and wants to help them reduce stress in their life. So, the goal of this video is threefold. The first is to provide an overview of stress and really define what that is. Secondly, I want to discuss some of the problems that unfold in a person's life as a result of poorly managed stress. And then finally, what I want to do is I want to offer some ways that you can help your children manage stress. So, if we're going to talk about stress, we really need to define what that is. So, stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. And I think we all can relate to this on one way or another because we all face demanding circumstances day in, day out, and we all face different adversities in our life that cause us, this mental or emotional strain. So what it's really about is how do we process that effectively and manage it to live our lives in the healthiest way possible. And you might also be wondering, well, what do my children have to stress about? They don't have a mortgage, they don't have a car payment or a full-time job or anything like that. But, according to a recent survey that I've linked below, these are some of the main things that, our young people are stressing about. And so obviously the first is school. And that includes things like their homework, their grades, and being able to get into a good college. The second thing children stress about is their parents, and specifically things like their parents' expectations and really failing to meet those expectations or achieve on the levels that their parents want them to. And then next would be social pressures. And this would include things like friendships and dating and extracurricular activities. We're obviously seeing a lot of stress regarding social media and cyberbullying, things like that. So that's kind of a whole new level of stress that's been brought into this generation. And then lastly is time. Our young people and children report not having enough time in the day to meet all the deadlines they're supposed to meet, and then and not getting enough sleep at night, which then just perpetuates stress. But I'll talk about that in a second. But first, what I want to do is I want to reiterate this idea that stress is not bad. Okay, stress is normal. Your body is meant to produce a stress response when you're met with adverse situations, but it's poorly managed stress that actually leads to some long-term negative consequences. And some of those consequences might include things like, chronic irritability, depression or anxiety, digestive problems, sleep problems, muscle pain in your body, and then finally a weak immune system. So if these are some things that you're noticing in your child, if you notice that your child's depressed or anxious or is having sleep problems or a weakened immune system, there's a good chance that they could be under a lot of stress. So, with that said, let's talk about 5 simple ways you can help your child manage his or her stress. Okay, and this is a quick overview, but then what I'm going to do is dive into each one of these a little more specifically as we move forward. So, a quick overview: 1, manage your own stress. 2, make mornings as calm as possible. 3, stop overloading your child's schedule. 4, give your child time to unwind. And then 5, reiterate the importance of sleep. So, number 1, manage your own stress. It's important to recognize that stress is contagious. And if you don't manage your own stress well, how can you expect your child to? They're going to learn their stress management from you as their parent. Okay, so in the first video we released this month, that I'll also link below this video, we talked about just how to manage your stress as a parent. And, we talked about tools like meditation and journaling and exercise and dieting, things like that. But again, that video dives into really how to manage your own stress. So if you're not managing your own stress well, what I would recommend doing is watching that video and then following with this video next. Number 2 is to make mornings as calm as possible. Okay, so when you start your day just in a chaotic mode and everyone's running around the house trying to get ready, and I understand that that's, just part of life sometimes. But if you can do your best to prevent that and really make mornings kind of a calm routine, then you're going to go into your day less stressed. So if you need to do things like wake up a little early to make sure you get everyone showered and dressed and off the day, or if you need to go to bed a little earlier so that you can get the amount of sleep you need to wake up at that time, then do so. Also, do things like prepare lunches the night before, and anything you can take away from the morning and then move to the night before, try to do that so you make these mornings as calm as possible. Number three is to really stop overloading your child's schedule. We live in this very competitive culture, and everyone thinks their child needs to be this 4.0 student and the first team all league sports player, an expert pianist, and then the president of the chess club or ASB, on the ROTC program, and have a part-time job and also volunteer just so they can get into a good college. But the fact is that that's not true. And we're going to talk about college actually on a whole nother segment as we move forward in this training module. So keep your eye out for that. But the fact is your child doesn't need to be all these things. And when you try to overload your child, that just minimizes their time that they have to themselves, which just perpetuates the stress in there. Which this leads me to point number 4, which is let them unwind. Let your child have some me time every now and again. Let them engage in activities that they like and that they want to do. Because like I said in number 3, so much of our children's lives are just jam-packed with all these things that they're told they have to do, and they don't really get to choose anything. So if you give your child some time to play some video games that they like to play, or hang out with their friends, or watch Netflix, and obviously I would recommend monitoring the content of the games they're playing and the shows they're watching. But the point is really just give them some time to make some choices in their life and let them unwind. And then finally, number 5 is to reiterate the importance of getting a good night's sleep, because sleep is very important. And one of the things we're noticing is that our young people and children are not getting enough sleep. So as a parent, do your best to cut off electronics at a certain time at night, roughly about 2 hours before they go to bed. Because when they're laying in bed playing on their phones, they're going to have a hard time falling asleep. And then obviously do things like limit caffeine intake, especially after noon, and then promote exercise, because all those things will help children sleep. So again, just to quickly recap, some of the ways that you can help manage your children's stress are to 1, manage your own stress, 2, make mornings as calm as possible, 3, stop overloading their schedule, 4, give them some time to unwind each day and let them engage in activities they like, and then 5 is reiterate the importance of getting a good night's sleep. So I want to thank you for watching this training. And if you're interested in learning more information about our organization or viewing some of our other free trainings, please just click the link below this video and you'll be taken to our blog where you can check out some of our other information. And I've also linked all the resources I've mentioned in this training below this video. Thank you for watching and have a great day.